Good morning, children. The topic for today is conduction of electricity in semiconductors. Germanium and silicon are very good semiconductors, but in pure state they act as insulators. The energy gap between the valence band and conduction band in germanium is 68 kilojoules per mole and in silicon is 106 kilojoules per mole. They can be made to act as semiconductors in two manners. One is by increasing temperature and the second is by adding impurity to the metal, to the semi-metal. This intrinsic conduction can be done by increasing temperature. In pure silicon, each silicon has 4 electrons in the valence shell, and these electrons are involved in covalent bonds, strong covalent bonds, which otherwise cannot be broken. So silicon in pure state acts as an insulator. But when we increase the temperature, the silicon atom, some of the bonds in silicon atom, they can break because of vibrations, thermionic vibrations. And when they break, some of the electrons are loosened. When electrons become loose, a positive charge appears in the bond. Electron moves away from this and a hole or positive charge is created over here. When such a crystal in which some of the bonds are broken is placed in an electric field, the electrons move in the direction of positive plate, behaving as negative charges. When the electron moves, the place that is left behind is a hole. The electron from adjacent bond can move to this hole to occupy the vacancy, but in the process another hole is created. So in electric field, these holes move in the direction towards negatively charged plate, behaving as positive charges. So the otherwise insulator metal, because of breakage of these bonds on heating, acts as a semiconductor. Though the conductivity increases, but it is not to that extent that it can be used as a practical semiconductor. A better way is by introducing impurity into the germanium or silicon material. This process of adding impurity to a semi-metal and increasing its conductivity is called doping. And the increase in conduction thus introduced is called extrinsic conduction. By heating, when conduction increased, it was called intrinsic conduction. When on doping the conduction increases, it is called extrinsic conduction. Now, the metals, the germanium or silicon, it can be made into two types of semiconductors depending upon the type of impurity that is added. If an electron-rich impurity or donor impurity is added, the semiconductor so formed is called N-type semiconductor. For example, if silicon metal is doped with an element like arsenic, which belongs to group 15, which has 5 electrons in its valence shell. Silicon has 4 electrons in valence shell which are involved in 4 covalent bonds. When one of the arsenic atom will replace the silicon atom, the 5 electrons in the valence shell of arsenic, 4 electrons will be involved in the bond formation, whereas 5th electron is free to move. When placed in an electric field, this electron moves towards the positively charged plate, thereby increasing conductivity. And because the conductivity increases because of movement of negatively charged particles, electrons, so the conductor so formed, semiconductor so formed is called N-type semiconductor. On the other hand, if silicon is doped with an impurity belonging to group 13, for example indium, which has 3 valence electrons in its outermost shell, then 3 electrons will be involved in bond formation, whereas the 4th bond will be lacking in 1 electron. Thereby there will be a vacancy for an electron, and this particular bond behaves as a positively charged hole where 1 electron is lacking. Again, the electrons from adjacent bonds may get loosened up to fill this hole, but in the process creating another hole, thereby increasing the conductivity. When this substance doped with indium is placed in an electric field, the conductivity increases because of movements of positively charged holes towards the negatively charged plate. So this type of semiconductor that is formed is called P-type semiconductor. The N-type semiconductor moves towards the positive charge of electric field, positive plate of electric field, whereas P-type of semiconductors move towards the negative plate of the electric field. Applications of semiconductors. A diode is a combination of N-type and P-type semiconductor and is used as rectifier. Transistors are PNP or NPN type sandwich semiconductors, which are used to amplify radio or audio signals. Then in solar cells, photodiode is used, which is used to convert radiant energy into electrical energy. Not only silicon can be doped with pentavalent arsenic, but it can also be doped with phosphorus, antimony, bismuth, which are all pentavalent, to form N-type semiconductors. Similarly, silicon can be doped not only with indium but with boron, aluminium, gallium, which belong to group 13, to form a P-type semiconductor.